What's up, guys? I am doing something very uncharacteristic. I'm making two videos in the course of what, like 2 days? Yeah, I've been a lot less lazy now, so I'm gonna decide to do videos more often. Uh, this one I have a Conquest on Damon Van Peak, and I'm using the A91 with the basic red dot sight and the laser on the barrel because I didn't have anything at the time else other than that. And I kind of like using it because I know how annoying it is to get that red laser in your face when you're facing other people. So I know that it's going to give me the advantage on my enemies when I go in to kill them and there's a little red laser in their face. But that's all besides the point. Um, really, I decided to do this video based on the Grammys because I don't know if you guys watched them, but it was going well. Like the whole thing was pretty cool. I mean, they had that whole thing with Dead Mouse and the Foo Fighters, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Oh. And then, they were like doing Best New Artist, and they wouldn't even show Skrillex because he's weird looking, so they, put him on TV for like, what, quarter of a second, if that. Like, if I'm being nice, maybe a quarter of a second. But anyways, it was going well right up until like the Nicki Minaj incident. I'm gonna have nightmares for a while over this performance. I don't even know where to begin with it. It was like a Satanistic ritual. I mean, at the beginning, at first, everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand the point of this." So we just kind of sat back and watched. And then, like, all of a sudden, she just starts talking to this old guy about something and being all weird. And then it cuts to this other scene, and there's, like, a priest in a house, and he goes up in a room, and there's Nicki Minaj all possessed and shit. And we were like, what the hell does this have to do with music? This is kind of freaking me out. So then, like, not even seconds later, she just starts doing this weird thing on stage. She's all handcuffed to the table, and there's people around chanting, and I swear to God, the New York Knicks sensation, their point guard Jeremy Lin, if you look real close, he's one of the altar boys. Like, it's gotta be him. It's this Asian kid. Like, if you look hard enough, that is Jeremy Lin, and I swear to God, he is one of those altar boys sitting there, and it's really freaky. So anyways, like, I'm watching this shit go down, and all I can say is somebody kill her while she's cuffed. Like, just shoot her while she's defenseless, right? Well, instead of doing that, everybody decides, hey, let's just dance and sing along. Like, this is fine. This isn't weird. And as the performance begins to progress, it gets more and more disturbing. Like, there's just weird shit going on that I don't understand. And now she's free and walking around stage. And I'm like, well, great, now we missed our chance. Now as this shit's going on, I begin to pay attention to even more of what's happening, and I started noticing something. They're legitimately doing a Satanistic ritual. If you pay attention, if you really pay attention to this shit, they're like dancing in coordination, not to like the music, but it almost seems like that thing from the Scooby-Doo movie, the live-action one, the first one, that wasn't very good either, but like, I mean, it was the first one, so it was better than the second. It's kind of the same thing. Like, they were singing, and it was in some weird, like, ghost language. It didn't make any sense, and they were just kind of moving their bodies. And then she kills this guy on stage. Like, I don't know, it probably part of the act, but like, it looked like she killed him, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's happening. She's doing it. And like, I'm freaking out because I have an English teacher, and she's evil. She is like direct, like, spawn of fucking Satan. She means business when she's going to kill you. And like, she probably kidnaps kids and takes them into her basement where she slits their throats and drinks blood out of a golden chalice. Like, that shit has to happen. So I was like, this is what Nicki Minaj is doing right now. This is what my English teacher does on the weekends, and it's freaking me out, like, really bad. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just stop talking about this Nicki Minaj thing. I'm gonna need counseling for that shit. It was so disturbingly bad. It didn't make any sense. It ruined the Grammys. I mean, the Grammys are never in my interest anyway. I don't really give a shit who's best at music. It's fucking music. Just enjoy it. Get over it. But then there was a Whitney Houston thing, and then that was pretty cool, I guess. And then there was this stuff at the end with Paul McCartney on stage with, like, all these fucking famous people, and they were jamming out, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I guess they redeemed themselves for the horrendous act that they allowed on stage, that is Nicki Minaj. She's not even talented. It doesn't even sound good. It's bad. The only 2 times I've ever seen her is once on that Saturday Night Live skit where she had a really big butt, and like Frankenstein was all over that, and this, and both times she was a freaky ass looking chick. So the only assumption I can make is that she is just the devil woman, and I don't know. It's just weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about video games again. What's cool about Battlefield 3? I haven't really said much about it because as I've been playing it over the months, I've noticed that it's the best shooter that's probably ever come out in the history of ever, because it makes teamwork so much fun that everyone does it. Like, see right here, I just got revived. That's the 2nd time this game. It makes teamwork really, really fucking awesome, because it rewards you and it rewards your team, and it makes it where it's not like Call of Duty where you have to go out of your way and like use a perk to be able to have fucking revive, and then your teammate would have to have second chance or some crap like that just to bring him back. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. This has a happy ending. Okay, watch this. Best scene ever. This dude kills me with C4 and he's coming back there and he's teabagging. Watch what I do to him right now. Like, watch. This is the highlight of the damn video. Like, this whole scene right here, that I could just commentate this, put it on YouTube, and it'd be the same fucking shit. Like, I wouldn't even have to say any of this other parts. I spawn on my teammate, and I'm like, I'm about to kill this son bitch. And I walk over there, blah, 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 video lagging a little bit, whatever. I'm like, oh, there you are. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, teabag, teabag, teabag. Oh, and I see his friend. I kill him too, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah, teabag some more, teabag some more. I turn, and I'm like, oh shit, there's another guy there. I kill him, and then they shoot me. That is one of the best sequences I've ever had playing Battlefield 3. Like, that guy was so disappointed in life at that point. You know he was sad. He was like, man, I was doing so good, and now Nick comes in and ruins it. Oh, the joy that is Battlefield 3 making little kids' days bad. He was all happy-go-lucky because he's camping back there. He'd play C4 and run his ass away like a little wuss. And then he'd blow somebody up and be like, oh my god, I got somebody. And I'm like, shit, bitch, I'm gonna have to come back there and do some work all over your face with my bullets. My A91. Which, by the way, is the best gun in the game, if you did not know. If you haven't used it yet, or haven't unlocked it, you need to put the time and effort into doing so, because it's the best gun in the game. I can't stress that enough. I've had arguments about it, but it's easily the best gun in the game because of its accuracy, and it I don't know, it just works. It's a good gun. I mean, Battlefield, I can't really say like, oh, it does more damage than this gun, because really, any gun that's not a pistol, machine pistol, or sniper rifle, like, that has the same amount of damage, because they all do the same thing. By the way, the little video lags a little bit. I have no idea why it's doing this today, which is pissing me off, but screw it. It's a good video. I do really well. But all the guns do pretty much the same damage except for sniper rifles, like I've said, and pistols and machine pistols. The pistols and machine pistols do less damage than everything else, because it wouldn't make sense if they were any more powerful. And then, because there's got to be some kind of variety. And then the sniper rifles obviously will do more because they're sniper rifles, and that's the point. They have higher caliber bullets for a reason, because it's meant to kill. So that's why that's one of the other cool things about Battlefield 3 and why I love it so much, is that it's balanced. It doesn't have a lot to it that makes it different, other than like your guns you can customize really like just as much as you need to, and not much more than that. And it's not like Call of Duty where you go crazy with these guns and they have like 20,000 different guns and they all have different things that are about them that are any good, and it's all bullcrap like that. Call of Duty sucks that way. I hate the gun customization in it because there's too many guns. Like, Battlefield 3 has just the right amount, and they all pretty much do the same damn thing. So really the only thing you're choosing is a model. Like, you're just looking like, oh, this gun looks cooler than this one, so I use that one. And that's pretty much all it is. And I don't know, it's just a well done game. I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm really not glad that I got Modern Warfare 3, because it ain't got shit on Battlefield 3, let's be honest here. I haven't ruined that guy's day. He wanted to stab, and then that guy wanted to kill. I said no. But I'm way better at Battlefield 3 than I am Call of Duty 3, or Modern Warfare 3 also, so you'll be seeing a lot of videos from this game, and I'll be looking more and more like a machinima post type guy, because I'm a badass at Battlefield. I don't mean to brag, but if you play with me, we'll win. Unless we have a completely jank-ass team that likes to take the helicopters and tanks and stuff and crash them or blow them up. Like, I got into this one game, and we had a team where, like, all they would do is take the vehicles and drive them into the most fucking predictable places where the other team was waiting to ambush them or had mines set up so they'd all just blow up. And then they would grab the jets and the helicopters and, like, crash them into shit. I don't know if they thought it was cool looking or if they were just trolling me, but it pisses me off. And I need to get a jet gameplay in, guys, because you're missing out. I am a freaking combat ace, dude. I'm like Top Gun, except without the gay scene at the end. Oh man, I'm a badass. And all you need is seat seekers and IR flares, and you can be the best pilot in the game. That's all it takes. But I haven't even got to use the Harrier yet, and I heard that's pretty good with those two. It's easy to, you know, dominate with those fucking guns, or I mean, with that vehicle, because it's, you know, Harrier, and it can just chill somewhere and wait. Jet goes flying by, and you're like, oh shit, let's intercept. All Star Wars style and shit. The game's winding down here. As you can tell, another cool thing about Battlefield 3 is that if your team's playing well and you've worked together for the most part, you'll be rewarded by dominating the other team's face by leaps and bounds. Like right here, we pushed them all the way back to their spawn, and they weren't able to get out. So this is at the point where we just kind of spawn camp them and just treat them like dirt and absolutely own their face. But thanks for watching the video, guys. Subscribe, rate, like, all that good stuff, and keep watching all my videos, please, because it is much appreciated.